In light of everybody thinking that The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift is her worst album, will you guys please give me a couple minutes of your time and let me explain to you why I think The Tortured Poets Department is her greatest album? Please give me a chance, please, I'm begging you. Now, you can make this argument about any album, but The Tortured Poets Department is truly an album that was not meant to be digested in one listen. It's dense, it's emotional, and it's intentionally uncomfortable. This album is a true, detailed, emotional exorcism. She's not trying to prove anything here. She has 10 other projects that speak for themselves, okay? But in this album, she is sitting in the wreckage of everything. Love, fame, and expectations. It's brutal, it's honest, it's raw, it's risky, and it's even sometimes embarrassing. This album captures the kind of heartbreak that can only come with age and time, and in Taylor's case, ends an entire era of your life. Taylor spent 7 years building a world around someone that she loved, and then suddenly, that foundation disappears. That's not the kind of heartbreak you cry through and then write Forever and Always about, which we love Forever and Always, okay? This is not shade. But it's the kind of heartbreak that forces you to reintroduce yourself to the entire world as someone new, and to do it on the biggest stage in the entire world. Smiling and celebrating these love songs she no longer believed in the same way. Now, of course, a big critique about this album is that all the production sounds the same. This album isn't trying to reinvent her sound, it's trying to recreate the headspace she was in. The muted synths, the soft percussion, the looping melodies, it's all intentional, all emulating that feeling of when you're stuck inside a thought that you cannot escape, a perfect representation of what heartbreak is like. It's meant to linger. This album is less about dynamic shifts and more about the emotional stagnation. But also, I do have to counter that argument because I do believe that this album does productionally go into different areas than anything she's done before. Songs like But Daddy I Love Him, Fresh Out the Slammer, Guilty as Sin, Who's Afraid of Little Me, I Can Fix Him No Really I Can, they all have a subtle country western undercurrent throughout all of them that I have never seen present on any other Taylor album. Okay, now let's talk about the anthology. Dropping 31 songs is absolutely insane, especially in the current era of TikTok attention spans. This album never stood a chance. I think the anthology really blurred the edges and people couldn't tell where the story started, ended, or what emotions to focus on. She didn't trim it down to be a clean 12-track album, but rather she decided to let the mess breathe. And I think that that is this album's greatest strength as well as its greatest flaw. What I personally love about the anthology is that it widens the lens. It's not about the same relationship that dominates the first 16 tracks in the original The Tortured Poets Department. It branches out into different areas of loss, identity, aging, regret, and even imagination. Songs like I Hate It Here feel like Taylor's most intimate kind of escapism. It's not about running away physically, but rather retreating inward. Having a secret garden in your mind where the outside world can't touch you, where you get to exist untouched by expectations and heartbreak. And no, okay, it's not a perfect album. There is a little bit of fat on here. It's sprawling, it's uneven at times, but it truly could only exist next to The Tortured Poets Department. At the end of the day, The Tortured Poets Department is the most Taylor Swift album Taylor Swift has ever released. Not because it's her catchiest or her most cohesive or even her most universally loved, which it actually was none of those things, but because on this album she's not writing from a distance anymore. She's sitting inside the wreckage and documenting what it feels like to be misunderstood, exhausted, and to still be creating while the world falls apart. It is in my humble opinion that this is the truest expression of her artistry. It's messy, it's human, and it's brilliant.